Would you like to maybe introduce yourself, Natasha, for those who are still joining? I'll do the same, and we'll slowly get this kicked off.
Sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Natasha. I'm a senior product manager at Crossbeam. I primarily work with our AI functionality, which I'll be talking about today. I also work with a team that is developing our signals features, as well as the performance dashboard and any type of data and insights within Crossbeam.
Wonderful. Thank you, Natasha. And I am joining Natasha today. My name's Thomas. I'm part of the customer education team here at Crossbeam. Delighted to be here. Today, we're going to be looking at, well, the title of this is From Action to Insight, or rather from Insight to Action, activating Crossbeam data across your stack. So really looking into how we can get Crossbeam data out of Crossbeam proper and into the hands of the people that need it, kind of downstream a little bit. In terms of what we're going to cover, let me share my screen quickly. I have an agenda slide here for us. Should work. Wonderful. So, as I say, getting Crossbeam data across your stack. We're then going to be joined by the wonderful Enrique, who's going to share some success stories from his side, how he was able to leverage Crossbeam. Then Natasha, as we've already mentioned, is going to come and speak to us a little bit about the MCP and some alternative ways that we can use this Crossbeam data. Then we're going to quickly look at what's coming next. So a packed 30 minutes. Hello to everyone who's joining. Great. Right, I'll stop sharing and we'll get this kicked off. I suppose where to start, getting Crossbeam across your stack. Why do these integrations matter? How do these integrations work? Hopefully I'm going to shed some light on that for you today. If you think that Crossbeam, I think originally was built for partnerships, but by putting the Crossbeam data in the hands of, let's say, your sales team, your wider go-to-market org, they're more able to proactively bring partners and partnerships into conversations, account planning, their day-to-day tasks. One of the ways that we can do this is through our integrations. If I can quickly open up Salesforce here, I'll show you one of our more recent ones that has got some really great adoption. Apologies if there's some lagging on my side. Great, so I've opened up Salesforce here. This is also available in-app. What we're looking at here, by the way, is called the Deal Navigator. Essentially, this is a kind of pre-built report that exists within Salesforce, within Crossbeam, and allows users with a Crossbeam license to, well, in the case of the Deal Navigator, work on their open opportunities and actively bring partners into the sales cycle. Or on the pipeline generation side, find high potential prospects based on the presence of partners on a given account. So here, I've come in here. Let's say I'm Brandon. You can see I've applied the account owner filter here is Brandon. I've got that short list of prospects Brandon might be interested in. If we take Lumavate for an example here, we can open this up, and once these partners load, should be Holver and Bazala, we're going to be able to see essentially a window into our partner's CRM. We can see what tier customer they are of this partner. What's their health score? What's their product utilization like? All of these things are really great to know when we go into kind of approaching how do we involve this partner, deciding which partners should be involved in a process, and then also being able to have the right conversations with the right people at this account, ultimately. Excellent. So this, as I say, is pre-built. It exists within Salesforce, also within Crossbeam. If you wanted to jump over to Crossbeam, so in here, you'll be able to find the pipeline generation and the deal navigator here on the left-hand side. To look at our other integrations, I mean, we do have quite a lot of them. Come to this data tab here, integrations here, and here you can see all of the various places we can push this Crossbeam data. Right now, we've only set up Copilot for Salesforce on this specific demo account, but you can see the various other things we have here. So we have Copilot for Chrome. Of course, we have the HubSpot custom object and Copilot, Slack as well, always useful. I think the best way to think about these integrations is it's just a good way to better align partnerships and the wider go-to-market team, making sure that everybody is pulling in the same direction when it comes to implementing an ELG strategy. With the Slack integration, for example, I can make sure that my team are getting real-time insights when new customers are signing for my partners, especially those strategic partners. That speed to lead is definitely still important and can be maximized here. But yeah, key destinations, the CRMs. And again, if you come down here, you can see the various other integrations that we have. If you have any questions about the integrations, want to know how they work, you'll see in the bottom right here, we have an intercom bubble. You can search our various documentation here. So if I were to put in like partner stack, for example, there you can get additional information on our partner stack integration. Or if you still have some questions or maybe more technical things, you can reach out directly to our support team in there as well. As you're navigating Crossbeam, we have this AI chat here that you can, again, ask anything, and it should be able to help you out there. Of course, you can also reach out to your account manager if you know who that person is. Anyway, that's enough from me. I think we all agree. I'm ready now to invite Enrique to the stage. We have a round of applause. Imagine a round of applause. We'll get a backing track next time. Hello, Enrique.
Hey, Thomas, Natasha, it's great to be here, sharing the space with you and talking about my favorite GTM product out there. So always happy to be here.
Thank you so much for joining us, Enrique. Before we get into specifics, maybe you could give some information about yourself, first of all, a quick introduction, and then we'll go into kind of more information around your company context and your partnerships goals coming into this.
For sure. So for context, I started my GTM career in the managed service provider world. So this is MSPs. I started as a BDR and then slowly transitioned into GTM engineering. And now I am advising and building ecosystem-led outbound engines for MSPs. So for more context, MSPs, managed service providers, are just companies that partner with different platforms, SaaS applications to provide managed services to the end customer. And for MSPs, it's extremely critical to understand who their partners' customers are, who their open opportunities and prospects are. So Crossbeam is essential to everything that I do because we're able to get the overlaps between ourselves and our different partners. So since we're here talking about webhooks, before webhooks became a feature of Crossbeam, I was already getting immense value from the platform because I came up with a system that enabled the teams that I work with to find all of their partners, customers, open ops, and prospects at scale. And really, for webhooks to work, you cannot just have 500 overlaps between you and your partners, because then you will not get as many signals as you think you will. But if you have 20,000 overlaps, then I'm sure every day you'll start getting new signals about companies going from prospect to open opportunity or going from open opportunity to customers at your partners. So that just gives you it's just an immense value when you're using that information for outbound.
Thank you. Why was it the Crossbeam webhooks or webhooks with Crossbeam that you chose specifically for this use case, Enrique?
Yeah, so in my experience, for outbound to work, you need a couple of different elements. So you need to be talking to the right company, the right person, have the right context, and have the right timing. Before Crossbeam came out with this webhook feature, I cannot stop repeating, we were getting an immense amount of value from the platform. Without the webhook feature, we were still every time that we connected on someone on the phone, 15% of the people that connected with us on the phone were booking a meeting with us because we knew that they were working with our partners. We knew that they had a platform or an application that we help manage. So, and our partners also shared things like who the contact that they're talking to. So outbound just became extremely efficient. And now that webhooks are here, we have that element of timing, because now I can know the exact moment when a new deal was created in my partner's CRM, or the exact moment when a deal was closed won in my partner's CRM. So whenever I'm reaching out cold, I could just magically appear and be like, hey, I'm doing a particular thing for companies that are using this types of platforms. By any chance, are you using it? And that immediately starts a warm conversation with everyone that we're talking to.
Amazing. Thank you. Enrique, maybe you could speak a little bit about the implementation process. How long did it take you to roll out this project? And then I suppose naturally going on from that, what were the results that we saw at the end of it?
Yeah, so implementing webhooks is extremely easy. It's just understanding where you want to send that information to. But like once you have something, maybe like a platform like Clay, you can roll out webhooks in 2 minutes, and that information will already travel from Crossbeam into a platform like Clay. And something like Clay, you'll start building enrichment. You'll unpack all of that information that comes in the webhook and just build some enrichment on top of it. So it's not something that you'll take months or days. It's something that you can just do in a couple of hours. Extremely easy to roll out. In terms of, I also think it's very important for folks to know what types of data points are coming in from this webhooks. So you're getting things like deal closed won. When was the deal closed won? When was the new opportunity created? You're getting the name of the deal, who the partner, who this opportunity belongs to in your partner ecosystem, the product features that this partner sold or open opportunity for, what's the stage of the deal, when this deal was opened, when this deal was closed. Then you get also information on contacts. So what contacts are attached to this deal, what's their email, what's their phone number, what's their role. So having all this information coming to you automatically, you have, like I repeated earlier, you have the right company, the right person, the right context, and the right timing. So all of the ingredients that you need to be successful outbound.
Amazing. And what kind of results did we see once that was all kind of plugged in, Enrique? And how long did it take us to start seeing some kind of positive outcomes?
Yeah, so before Crossbeam, I like the teams I was working with, we had a team of 6 people, and we were doing 5,000 calls on a monthly basis, and we were booking maybe 1 to 2 meetings per month. Once we brought in Crossbeam into the mix and figured out the engine and all the process, it took us like 18 months at first to understand how to use this, because it was never done before. Now I can go into a different company and do this within a month or 2 months to implement it. The results that we got were that with just one BDR, we were generating over 19 meetings per month. We're talking about deal sizes worth 100K, 200K in ACV. And in the course of a year, just last year, one of the MSPs that I worked with, they generated $25 million in pipeline that month. And again, they were booking 15% of the people that connected with them on the phone. So the results are definitely there. They're incredible. And I, for sure, will never go back to doing outbound without Crossbeam.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Enrique.
Yep.
For those who maybe have some questions, Enrique is going to hang around, I think, for the next 15 minutes or so. Leave your questions, any comments in the chat, and I'm sure we'll be happy to connect you all. Excellent. Any questions for Enrique, Natasha, or are we good to move on to your piece?
I think we're good to move on. We see this time and again with customers just like Enrique, that the real value of the ecosystem data shows up when it's not only living within Crossbeam, so when that data can flow into the tools that your team already uses, whether your CRM, like you mentioned, your warehouse, your internal workflows, or your AI tools, which I'll talk about in a bit. That's when it really starts influencing real decisions and starts making real impact, like what Enrique mentioned. And we have built all those different ways to get your data to the tools that you use. So with integrations, the API, webhooks, and then the MCP, which I'm excited to share more about.
Wonderful. Enrique, where can people find you?
Yeah, so you can just look me up in LinkedIn, Enrique Gutierrez. Happy to give you more information and insights on how like other Crossbeam customers are using all of these features and getting these types of results. I'm usually doing some best practices sessions to show what the customers I'm working with are doing with. So feel free to reach out. Always happy to help out with anything related to Crossbeam.
Thank you so much, Enrique. As always, it's such a pleasure to have you.
Yep.
Right, Natasha, I hand over to you. Walk us through this MCP stuff you've been hinting at.
Yes, I'm excited. Maybe before I jump into the actual demo, I want to quickly frame what the MCP server actually is. At a very high level, the MCP server is a way to make your Crossbeam ecosystem data available to AI tools and systems that you may already use. So instead of logging into Crossbeam to look things up, you can ask questions directly in tools like Claude, which I'll demo in a bit, or any other AI environments, and get answers quickly powered by that partnership data. So what I'm going to show is how this works in practice, how an AI tool can pull ecosystem insights and help guide real decisions. Let me just share my Claude instance here. Cool. All right. So I'll show a quick example of what this looks like when Crossbeam's MCP server is connected to an AI tool. Here I'm working inside Claude where I've connected Crossbeam as an MCP server. That means Claude now has access to my Crossbeam tools and can pull ecosystem insights directly when I ask a question. So instead of needing to log into Crossbeam and navigating through all of the different lists that I have, I can simply ask something like, well, let's say I'm just starting my day here and let's just find out what I should be focusing on today. So where are my priorities today? We can see Claude is working. It's going to pull all of the different MCPs or the different data sources that I have connected here. We can see that it's also pulling Crossbeam tools as well. This might be one of those cases. All right, there we go. You never know with a live demo. Things usually go wrong.
You always know with a live demo, things always go wrong.
It's true. I can see that my priorities, where I should be focusing here. I can see I have a list of deals that I should focus on today based on my CRM, as well as my ecosystem data. So I can see that SurveyPal is a hot account for me that I should act on today. I can see my partner Bozala has just closed an expansion deal there 2 weeks ago, meaning SurveyPal is probably in growth mode. And I can see my partner Holver has an account owner that just opened a new opportunity there very recently. Yeah, this is a lot of information that really helps me understand where I should be focusing, and I don't need to go into Crossbeam and or into any of my other tools and kind of try to look up this information myself and make these same conclusions. Let's say I'm working on a specific deal. I can ask something like, I'm going to use SurveyPal. That is a deal that we have in our demo environment, which is what my Claude is connected to. So I can still ask something like, which partner can actually help me move the SurveyPal deal forward? So behind the scenes, Claude is calling Crossbeam tools through the MCP server to identify relevant partners and return recommendations based on my ecosystem data. Again, I can see Bozala has SurveyPal as an active customer. They just closed that expansion deal. I know this is repetitive information to what I just looked up, but I'm just showing another use case. I can see that Holver has both a customer relationship with SurveyPal as well as an open opportunity. So it's a perfect co-sell opportunity here for me. So yeah, I can get information about a specific account. I can pull my ecosystem data into this. So what's really powerful about this approach is that your Crossbeam data can now be accessed wherever your team is already working. So instead of requiring to switch between tools. Claude is just one example. Let me stop sharing here. I can tell you more. It's just one example of a tool that the Crossbeam MCP can connect to. It can actually connect to many different AI tools and systems. For example, internally at Crossbeam, we've built our own AI assistant that brings together data from multiple data sources, including Crossbeam, as well as our CRM, internal documentation, our different data warehouses. So our team can ask really any question about our business and get an answer very quickly that pulls all of those different data sources and make sure to cover all of the grounds when it comes to answering that question. We're also seeing our customers connect the Crossbeam MCP server to different tools, including ChatGPT, Microsoft Copilot, Google Gemini, Glean, and N8N. We've seen a lot of them also build out custom internal AI assistants that are built on top of their own data stacks, and they're connecting the Crossbeam MCP to those internal AI assistants as well, which means kind of to bring all this together, the idea here is pretty simple. Instead of your ecosystem data living only in one place, the MCP makes it possible to bring that into your AI tools and workflows that your team is already using. So if you're interested in exploring this further, whether beta testing the MCP server or figuring out if it can actually, how you could connect your ecosystem data to your AI stack, please feel free to reach out to your account manager. I get very excited about this, so I just want to say it all at once.
As you should.
Feel free to reach out to your account manager and we'll be happy to get you set up.
Amazing. Just as maybe a heads up for those who are interested, do we need to build anything to use this?
A great question. Not necessarily. So many AI tools already support MCP servers. So connecting, or they have MCP clients. So being able to connect the Crossbeam MCP server can be fairly straightforward. From there, the AI tool can just start calling Crossbeam tools like being able to find partners, checking overlaps, or looking at signals without requiring any custom development at all. Claude is a great example because we are listed in the Claude directory, so it's a couple of clicks and you're connected. Some teams, like I mentioned, some of our customers are building custom workflows on top of it, where they're building these savvier, like more AI assistants that cover more of different data sources. So they are connecting to absolutely everything and kind of building that internally. But it does work out of the box with many MCP compatible tools.
Amazing. Thank you, Natasha. I guess the next logical question from that then is, what kind of data can the AI access through the MCP?
Yeah, great question.
It is plugged into Crossbeam.
Yeah, our colleague Andrea, she just shared an article to an AI guide that's going to talk you through everything that's accessible in the MCP, as well as give some example use cases and prompts that you could test it out with. But the MCP does expose structured ecosystem data. So things like partner overlaps, partner recommendations, those signals about ecosystem activity happening in your partner's CRM, and other insights from Crossbeam. So the AI tool doesn't get just raw database access. It actually interacts with specific tools that return relevant ecosystem insights. You can get a full list of exactly what those AI tools or what those tools within the MCP are in our Help Center article, as well as in all of these great resources that are being shared in the chat by our colleagues.
Absolutely. I definitely recommend taking a look at the Academy, not only for this course, but the Academy is great for the more interactive side of things. You can kind of click around, play around with the different features without breaking anything, which is always lovely. Enrique agrees. There you go. The official seal of approval. Excellent. Well, thank you so much for that, Natasha. I think that was really interesting. And yeah, keep your eyes peeled for more AI MCP stuff in the future from Crossbeam. There's a lot to come. Speaking of what's to come, what's coming next? We have another one of these webinars on the 18th of March, so a fortnight today. In that one, we're going to be taking a deeper dive into the newly released lists feature on Crossbeam. Some of you who've been logging in the last 2 weeks may have noticed that everything's different now. That's where we'll be going into a little bit more detail of what these changes are, what they mean for you, and how you can kind of leverage them to get the most out of them. We'll be joined once again by Enrique and some other special guests. And yeah, I hope to see you there. Natasha, anything coming up from your side? Anything interesting? Any nice Wednesday plans?
I think I might take your advice and go outside after this and
I think you should.
Just in terms of all of the developments, we're continuously developing the MCP server, adding new tools to it, adding new functionality. We are still currently beta testing it. Would love to have all of you join that beta group and share your feedback with us. And then in terms of all of the developments and kind of where we go forward with that, keep an eye out for the product webinars specific to roadmaps and new functionality that are coming out. We have at least one of these every quarter. So just keep your eyes peeled on Crossbeam channels and please join us.
Excellent. Thank you, Natasha. Thank you all for joining us today. And thank you, Enrique. Anything else anyone would like to plug before we go? No, I think that's it for us. Thanks to all who came, and hopefully see you on the 18th.
Thanks so much, Thomas. Thanks, everyone.
Bye all.